FM. The time is now
6 o'clock.
Welcome to the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online with your host, Dervan Malcolm.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, you need to know. Shine. Anything you want to be. You give me hope. Shine. Oh, shine. Shine.
It is Saturday, the 6th of January 2024, and we greet you well, wherever in the world you are listening to us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online, the program created to celebrate, highlight, showcase, and feature what can happen when Jamaicans at home join hands with Jamaicans abroad. We look forward to your listenership and continued support here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. And we're going to start off by giving our listeners at home and abroad an idea of the stories making the news today. So there is the story. And before we get to the stories, a couple of teasers on the front page of the Gleaner. 2023 is a year we won't soon forget. So that's teasing one of the stories on the inside. And revisit last year's gripping moments in the Gleaner's in the Gleaner's recap. And Bishop notice charges church to plant seeds for nations' healing. Give love back worldwide. Hosts back-to-back treat. Marley resignation adds spark to heated JFF presidential race. Barbados to host T20 World Cup final. And the main headline in today's Gleaner, One Love. Poll respondents favor reggae king Marley for national hero over Miss Lou and Bolt. And there are pictures of Miss Lou and Usain Bolt. Hundreds of taxi operators' licenses suspended last year is another story on the front page. And there's a picture of Edgerton Newman of Todd's. So those are the front page stories. Turning the pages of the Gleaner today. Bishop notice charges church to plant seeds for nations' healing. Sudbury Primary gets Champions of Change Award from Yummy Bakery. Full speed ahead with work on Hopewell Police Station. Putting pain to paper. Canadian author with Jamaican roots pens novels dealing with childhood trauma. And boy, do we have a lot of trauma in this country. There's a picture of a downed light post or lamp post across a roadway, and let's see where this is. Two bearers trapped on the wrong side of a downed utility pole in Golden Spring, St. Andrew, assist each other to get their motorbikes over high tension wires. The pole fell when a truck got entangled with low-hanging wires along the Golden Spring to Mount Friendship roadway, leaving motorists stranded for nearly 3 hours. What is going on? Digicel Flow customers inconvenienced by call connection glitches in Western Jamaica. Mobile service customers in Western Jamaica were frustrated and inconvenienced up to late Thursday evening after finding themselves unable to make or receive calls on their devices, an issue which at least one service provider said has been rectified and for which another provider is making precautionary checks. In the Good Heart section of today's Gleaner, Give Love Back Worldwide champions community impact with back to school treat and pictures of the children having fun. And let's turn the pages. Active Nest spreads holiday joy with children's toy drive. And their pictures are quite prominent. 3 Ontarians of Jamaican heritage appointed to the Order of Ontario. The new year started with good news for 3 residents of Ontario of Jamaican heritage who were appointed to the Order of Ontario for 2023. Dervan Farron, president of George Brown College, retired internist Dr. Herbert Hopinkong, and poet and spoken word artist Dwayne Morgan were among the 25 appointments announced on New Year's Day by Edith Dumont, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario and Chancellor of the Order of Ontario. As Chancellor of the Order of Ontario, it is my privilege to congratulate the Order's appointees for 2023, says the story. Also in the, well, we could pretty much call it the diaspora segment of the Gleaner, there's a story of New York City suing charter bus companies for transporting migrants from Texas. There's also a most colorful picture of the Edify Dance Troupe in action at PACE Canada's annual Sunday social fundraiser held November 19 at the Old Mill in Toronto, Canada. The letter of the day is headlined Re-establish Office of the Political Ombudsman. Another letter, don't base arguments on fossil fuels on emotional rants. And yet another letter to the editor, emphasize cleanliness of public facilities to promote tourism. The Gleaner's editorial is headlined, What's Going On, JFF? Cedella Marley's immediate resignation as global ambassador of the Reggae Girls should not be dismissed as the action of a disgruntled person, as may now be happening in the island's football corridors. The editorial goes on to say, we think herein lies an opportunity for the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, the Ministry of Sport, and all football stakeholders to address the frustrations of Ms. Marley and turn this situation around to the advantage of the players and their growing fan base. And the cartoon in today's Gleaner, let's see, the caricature of the Prime Minister at a lectern labeled government, and he is supposedly saying, "We have had a great 2023 with our compensation salary review. It should be smooth sailing in 2024. That's the first frame. In the second frame of this cartoon, in the Gleaner, Prime Minister Holness supposedly at the lectern and purported to be saying, "Right, Nigel?" And Nigel Clark, the finance minister, dressed like Santa in the Santa hat and with the tread bag of labeled MP's massive pay hike. And there's the image of one of the strikers, UTEC compensation issue. And the woman in the second frame is wearing the words UTEC staff. So you can read on. Nightingale Grove scheme badly in need of good roads. Well, elections are around the corner. Now would be a good time to take advantage of the opportunity to get those roads fixed. It shouldn't be that way, but if that's the way you have to get it done, then so be it. Continuing, turning the pages of the Gleaner, and you can always get your hard copy of the Gleaner, or if you prefer, the e-copy, the electronic copy, the digital copy from which we're reading right now. Here we go again, folks, writes Tony Deal. The subject of Ronald Sanders's column this week. Ralph Gonzalez explains himself on Guyana-Venezuela map. And there's a picture of a couple of delegations with members of the political directorate in CARICOM with an aircraft in the background. The news in pictures, that's the page we're on right now. And you can check that out. And the regional news section of the Gleaner is telling us, first of all, out of St. Vincent, Bequia crash victim identified as U.S. actor Christian Oliver. What a tragedy. Christian Klepser, 51, who along with his two daughters died in a plane crash in Bequia Thursday, has been identified as the famous Hollywood actor who uses the stage name Christian Oliver. The US-born Klepser, along with his daughters Madita, 10, and Anique, 12, and the pilot, Robert Sachs, died in the crash when the plane nosedived into the waters off the Bequia coast. Experts warn that foreign armed forces will face major obstacles, another regional story. And Guyana signs on for ferry service linking Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. Ocean Cliff Hotel is being promoted in today's Gleaner as well. And neo-Nazi podcasters imprisoned on terror charges for targeting Prince Harry and young son. Media workers boycott PM press conference. This is coming out of Grenada. New York City subway train derails in collision. More than 20 people injured. And out of Brazil, visa requirements for US, Canada, Australia citizens postponed until April. The classifieds are plenty. You can check those out. Looks like lots of cars are on sale. Make sure you get a certified mechanic to go with you to look at any vehicle that you're being sold. Don't go to the car mart unless you're accompanied with your mechanic.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
6:15 in the morning here at Broadcast House 32, Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 3:15 a.m. in Los Angeles, California.
Get ready for stories to motivate and inspire. Every Sunday at 4 p.m., Power 106 FM is delighted to bring you the program Rise and Shine with Phyllis, hosted by author and ordained minister of New Thought Christianity, Reverend Dr. Phyllis Green. Hear the tales of powerful Jamaicans at home and abroad from all walks of life who have risen above the odds to achieve great feats and to shine their light for the world to see. Get ready to be stimulated by inspiring conversations, meditation, and music. Get ready to rise and shine with Phyllis with Reverend Dr. Phyllis Green. Sundays, 4 to 5 p.m. live on Power 106 FM and the Power 106 FM app. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Wherever you go, shine.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. Angelia Christian says, Happy New Year, Dervan Malcolm, Power 106, Ministry of Education, Youth, Information, Principal, Teachers, Students, 2024, the year of abundance, looking to arriving with the Angel Foundation UKJA team, respect, resilience, family, says Angel. Karen Robinson says, Good morning, Dervan. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Karen Robinson, which I think it should be Karen Wilson Robinson. And good to have you on board, Karen Wilson Robinson. And all the very best. Thank you. Also, the others of you who have logged on and are messaging us, thank you very much. And if you feel like calling, that's fine as well. No sweat. 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. And the text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. We welcome in particular those in the diaspora tuned in to the program, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online, here on Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And we're seeing greetings from the Consulate General of Jamaica, based in New York, wishing everybody a happy new year. The message is clear. As the sun rises on the 366 days of 2024, The Consulate General of Jamaica extends warm wishes to our diaspora, friends of Jamaica, and Jamaicans at home. May this year bring you boundless joy, immense success, and profound fulfillment. Happy New Year from our hearts to yours, says this message from the Consulate General of Jamaica in New York. And we have some more for you coming through on the line. There's a preview of an upcoming event here, the Jamaican Jerk Roots and Reggae Festival. So once again, an indication of how we leverage brand Jamaica for the benefit of the brand, yes, but also the individual stakeholders who are a part of showcasing brand Jamaica. So there's the Jamaican Jerk Roots and Reggae Festival, scheduled for Saturday, the 10th of February, 2024, from midday to 6 p.m. and featuring Josh David Barrett and Mucho Mante and Tenel, and it's part of their observation of Bob Marley's 79th birthday celebration, scheduled for Ruben Romero Park, Mill Avenue, and All American Way in Tempe, Arizona. And for more information, you can email Afro-Caribbean AZ or AZ, Afro-Caribbean AZ at gmail.com. So taking brand Jamaica all over, still a number of states to be conquered by Jamaican heritage in a manner of speaking. So join ACCAA in collaboration with Ocho Rios Jerk Spot and Big Dreams Promotions for their second annual Jamaican Jerk Roots and Reggae Festival. Promises to be a fun day full of food, culture, music, and vibes from Jamaica and islands, celebrating the legend Bob Marley's birthday and the premiere of the Bob Marley movie. And it's quite a lineup as well. Josh David Barrett, two-time Grammy Award nominated former Wailers lead singer, Praise Kusi, is it? A sensational Afrobeat singer-songwriter. Tenel, American Samoan singer-songwriter from California, who blends R&B, soul, and reggae influences. So those of you in Arizona and surrounding states, by all means, go out and celebrate the legend, the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley, OM. As we continue to share with you stories relevant to Jamaica and the diaspora, the launch of the 2024 staging of the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival is coming up. Those of you who plan to be in Jamaica anytime soon. So this is scheduled to take place, well, the launch of the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival takes place on Tuesday, the 9th of January, starting at 10 in the morning, and the launch will be at the Most Honorable Edward Siaga Suite at Dervan House, 26 Hope Road, Kingston 10. And for those who have never been and are hearing about this Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival for the first time, it's designed as Jamaica's flagship coffee festival, offering an immersive experience from farm to cup and plate. The festival provides the opportunity to promote Jamaica's rich tradition of coffee production in the Blue Mountains region. The festival is organized by Tourism Linkages Network, a division of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, in collaboration with the Ministries of Industry, Investment, Commerce, and Agriculture and Fisheries. It aims to support coffee industry stakeholders, the private sector, and community businesses in the Blue Mountains, and strengthen links between the agriculture and tourism industries. So you can check that out. That's another of the events happening in Jamaica, one in which not just Jamaicans, but those in the rest of the world can benefit from and experience right here in Jamaica. Also, let's see. For those who are regular listeners to this program, you would hear about the Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad Helping Jamaicans at Home. Well, guess what? They're coming to Jamaica in a few days with a delegation of about 60 volunteers. So this is the Jaja Foundation's Mission for Change 2024. And this will run from the 14th to the 21st of January. For those who are hearing about it for the first time, the Jamaicans Abroad Helping Jamaicans at Home, that's Jaja Foundation for short. The main mandate is to raise awareness and improve health and education to enhance the quality of life for the underserved in Jamaica. So the Jaja Foundation is coming to Jamaica and will be here from the 14th to the 21st of January with 60 volunteers, not just those of Jamaican heritage, but friends of Jamaica are taking time off from their duties. These are not retirees. These are working Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica taking time out to fly to Jamaica, to pay their way to Jamaica, to serve the people of Jamaica. Now, isn't that something? We're going to hear some more a little later on when we speak with Dr. Trevor Dixon, the founder and CEO of the Jaja Foundation. So that's another experience to look forward to, and we'll be hearing more as the program progresses and as the days go by. So keep listening, and you will know when the Jaja Foundation is in your area. We look forward to that. So let's see some of the other events and happenings that we need to be mindful of. Miami Gala, save the date. Here's another Jamaican organization. This is an organization that is made up of former ambassadors to Jamaica. Now, remember now, these people are not obligated to be raising funds, soliciting support from their friends and colleagues in the United States, in the UK, and wherever else in the world, but in particular in the US, because this is the American Friends of Jamaica. So this organization is made up of former ambassadors of the United States, former ambassadors to Jamaica from the United States. And they usually host a couple of charity galas. The first one is coming up in May. One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
6:30 in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 7:30 a.m. in Hamilton, Bermuda.
I've been hearing about this constitutional reform thing. You know anything about it?
Yes, constitutional reform is a chance for us to Jamaicanize the constitution. But how? Enough things changed since 1962, and we've matured as a nation. So modernizing the constitution will reflect our current societal values.
Oh, a constitution for Jamaicans, approved by Jamaicans.
Are you ready for the journey? Join us on the road to Republic. Think independence, think Republic. A message from the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs. The following are the nominees for the R.J. Arena Sports Foundation Sportswoman of the Year 2023. Rochelle Clayton, Diamond League Final and World Championships bronze medalist in the 400-meter hurdles. Janine Fowler, the top goal scorer and highest percentage shooter at the Netball World Cup in South Africa. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, the bronze medalist in the 100 meters at the World Championships and the silver medalist in the 4x100 meters relay. Sharika Jackson, the gold medalist in the 200 meters with the second fastest time in history at the World Championships, silver medalist in both the 100 meters and the sprint relay at that event, and a double winner for the 100 and 200 meters at the Diamond League Final. Daniel Williams, who ran the second fastest time by a Jamaican in the 100-meter hurdles and copped the gold medal at the World Championships in Budapest. Tune in to TVJ, TVJSN, and One Spot Media on Friday, January 19 at 8:30 p.m. and discover the winner. Brought to you by CM Group, J. Red Nephew Limited, Wisinfo Group, Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, Main Event Entertainment Group, FYI Consultancy, and the RJR Gleno Communications Group.
Wherever you go, shine. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us.
I'll tell you when.
Our sincere thanks.
Oh, okay. Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Velta Wilson says, good morning, Mr. Malcolm and listeners from all over the world. Happy New Year to members of the diaspora. Many happy returns. Happy New Year to you too, Velta Wilson. Thank you very much for joining us. Albert in Coconut Creek, Florida says, first good Saturday morning of 2024, Dervan. Also to all listeners and watchers, trust 2024 edition of this program will continue to provide the wealth of pertinent information that we yearn for. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Albert Lewis in Coconut Creek, Florida, and also to your wife, Dr. Rose, as we affectionately call her, and your children as well. All the very best for 2024 and beyond. Mas Albert. Trust all is well. Thank you very much for joining us. Marcia Sharp says, blessings, Brother Dervan Malcolm. May prosperity and blessings be yours. Watching from Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome, Marcia Sharp in Boston, Massachusetts. Good to have you on the Jamaican Diaspora live online. Gordon A. Charlene says, good morning, Dervan and audience. Happy day of the Epiphany from New York City. Happy day of the Epiphany from New York City to you too, Gordon A. Charlene. Thank you very much for making it the Jamaican Diaspora live online here on Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And we'll also take your calls if you wish to speak with us on air. 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. Here's MH from Albion, St. Thomas, saying, good morning, Mr. Malcolm. I wish to thank you and your team for your service in 2023 and beyond. MH, Albion, St. Thomas. Thank you very much for your input, MH of Albion in St. Thomas, right here in Jamaica. Keep those messages coming in. Thank you very much, and all the very best. And we should use the opportunity to convey condolences to the family, friends, colleagues, neighbors of the late Sharon Little, Sharon Joy Cecile Little, whose celebratory service, celebration of life, Sharon Little's celebration of life. And for those of you unfamiliar with the name, she was quite a singer of international repute. She played her part in the music industry here in Jamaica. And her service of Thanksgiving occurred yesterday. And we're humbled to have been, if even a small part of her life. May her soul rest in peace and light perpetual shine on her. She has quite a few songs, and I'm told she was very well known in the UK in terms of her music. Very well known. So our condolences to the music fraternity in Jamaica. One of her popular songs is Don't Mash Up Creation. You can look for that one as well. Don't Mash Up Creation, Sharon Little. And there are other recordings as well. Continuing with more here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. Beverly Robinson Diedrich says, good morning, Mr. Malcolm, and Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you too, Beverly Robinson Diedrich. It's good to have you join us on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online here on Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. So we were telling you about the American Foundation of Jamaica, largely comprised of former ambassadors of the United States to Jamaica. Well, they normally hold at least two charity galas every year, and the first one is coming up on the 4th of May, the Jamaica Charity Gala, and this will be at Lowe's Coral Gables Hotel in Miami, Florida. The gala will welcome guests and the community of sponsors and supporters to attend and participate to help advance AFJ initiatives right here in Jamaica. Can you understand that? Can you believe that? These are retired from Jamaica, retired ambassadors, former ambassadors of the United States to Jamaica, and they spend the rest of their lives serving Jamaica beyond their tenure as ambassadors. Isn't that something? And so they help Jamaica in so many ways. So the gala will welcome guests and the community of sponsors and supporters to attend and participate to help advance the American Friends of Jamaica, AFJ initiatives in Jamaica. More information about the gala and sponsorship opportunities will follow. But in the meantime, we're being encouraged to mark the date, and they're expressing gratitude in advance for the support. Let's look at some events happening in the diaspora, more precisely in and around the Greater Toronto area. The EFCCC and TD presents MLK Connects Us 2024. Save the date. Breaking barriers, continuing the journey. It's been 25 years of service as far as the MLK Connects Us is concerned. The dream connects communities, and it's pretty much under the umbrella of the rich contribution of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. 25 years of this organization, Breaking Barriers, continuing the journey, and this will be at Canada Christian College, 300 Water Street in Whitby, Ontario, and will be televised by Rogers TV. And this is scheduled for next Saturday, the 13th of January, starting at 6:30 in the evening. Happy Moments Ontario, in collaboration with RPMI, Rondell Positive Movement International. This is a Jamaican gospel artist. You would know the name, Rondell Positive, and he's creating a very positive reputation for himself in doing this kind of work. The Rondell Positive Movement International Limited, Identity, Purpose, Destiny, and together they're hosting Encounter Purpose 2024. Encounter Purpose 2024, scheduled for January 27, 2024, representing purpose, potential, and destiny. And this will be at the West Toronto Church of God, 1655 Wilson Avenue in Toronto, Canada. You can save the date. It's around the corner, the 27th of January. And among those slated to participate, Jamar Wright, Natasia Wright, Rondell Positive, Yvonne Vernon, and Jamaica's Consul General Kurt Davis, Jamaica's Consul General at Toronto, as the correct designation goes. So we wish them all the best for their event. One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes to 7 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 11:45 a.m. in London, England.
the Auto World.
It's the only program on Jamaican radio dedicated to the world of automobile. It's the Auto World with Shelley and McLagan. Get news and reviews relating to vehicles and automotive technology. Learn the ins and outs of mechanical operation. Find out about the various stakeholders in the local and international automotive sectors. From auto finance to road safety to motorcycles, the Auto World is your one-stop shop for everything auto. That's the Auto World with Shelley and McLagan. Weekdays at 5:15 p.m. on Power 106 FM and the Power 106 FM app.
Wherever you go, in tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Thank you very much for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. In a few more minutes, we will wrap our announcements, our events, and promotions. And so to members of the Knox Past Students Association Toronto chapter, they are encouraging us to save the date. Their annual fundraising reunion gala, scheduled for April 20th. You have some time there to plan and organize and be a part of the experience. The Knox Past Students Association Toronto chapter encouraging us to save the date for their fundraising reunion gala, scheduled for Saturday, the 20th of April, 2024. Also happening this time in the month of May, Sunday, the 12th of May, 2024. And this will be a Mother's Day gala and dinner. Mother's Day gala and dinner. That's coming up on the 12th of May. The International Junkanoo Festival of Tourism and Culture will also be held in May from the 21st to the 26th of May in Toronto, Canada. And for inquiries, you can call 416-399-0462, 416-399-0462. Quite an extensive lineup of speakers and presenters. The Haile Selassie High School Alumni Association Reunion Canada and USA edition is scheduled for Saturday, the 20th of July from 6 in the evening to 12 midnight under the distinguished patronage of R. Oliver Mayer. There will be dinner, music, prizes, open bar, 6 to 8 p.m. And it will all be held in Gold Coast Ballroom and Event Center, 1415 Lyons Road, Coconut Creek, Florida. Early bird Tickets, $120 US. The ticket price after the 1st of March, $140 US. And the goal is to raise funds for the Haile Selassie High School Alumni Association Canada and USA edition. It's a combined effort in service to their alma mater. The organization Food for the Poor Canada continues the work in support of the GK, as in Grace Kennedy, the GK Campus Connect Food Bank. Some of us take it for granted when the university students start their tenure. There's a sense that they don't need us anymore, in a manner of speaking, because they're on their own now. But what we fail to know and to realize is that we have a lot of hungry university students. There's hungry in two ways. Hungry in a good way, in terms of hungry in their yearning for knowledge and education and going above and beyond the limitations, etc. But also hungry in the literal sense that they don't have enough to eat, or they don't have the resources to be able to feed themselves. So Food for the Poor Canada has an initiative called Feed the Future. Feed the Future. And it encourages those of us who are able to make a tax-deductible donation to help end campus hunger among Jamaican university students. And so we encourage those in the diaspora in Canada, the Jamaican diaspora in Canada and elsewhere, to play their part in ensuring that students are well fed intellectually and nutritionally. How about that? Let's play our part. Also, an initiative of significance, which we have been following for quite a few years, both in visiting Canada and being right here in Jamaica. It's the Donor Drive Dorothy, and it encourages us to make Black history, the 5K Swab Challenge. Together, let's register 5,000 Black men and women, 17 to 35, for Canada's stem cell registry to save a life. You could be the one, says the message. And if you need more information, you can Google Black 5K, and that's the number 5, Black 5K Swab Challenge, SWAB, Black 5K Swab Challenge.com. So you can check that out. That's another of the initiatives happening in the diaspora. And we hope they eventually get the result that they've been working to achieve. We really hope so. Thank you very much. Good morning. We see you, Norman Hines, popping up online. Welcome. Good morning to you, and thank you very much for joining us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. Let's see what's happening in Florida now. We have checked out a bit of New York and Canada. Happening in Florida on Saturday, the 17th of February, 2024. The city of Miramar will celebrate Black History Month and Reggae Month with music, culture, and cuisine from the Caribbean and the African diaspora. The city of Miramar is proud to announce its fourth annual Afro-Carib Festival, ACF, presented by Visit Lauderdale and Memorial Healthcare System and hosted by Vice Mayor Alexandra P. Davis, happening on Saturday, February 17, 2024, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time at the Miramar Regional Park Amphitheater, which is located at 16801 Miramar Parkway in Miramar, Florida. The 2024 lineup includes Afrobeats megastar Fireboy, DMI Grammy Award winner, reggae artist Kabaka Pyramid, and old school dancehall hitmaker Nadine Sutherland, as well as local artists to be announced soon. That's another diaspora-oriented event, and we trust it will go well and to the benefit of those who are going to be a part of that group of recipients of the results of these of this event. Right, and we're almost there. We've almost exhausted. Oh, there is the Jamaican Women of Florida. I don't think we mentioned that one just yet, but they're also having their event. I've seen it before, but not seeing it now. But they're having their event as well. And we'll be happy to share the information. Couple of other messages coming in. Brother DJ Frisco says, "Good morning, Dervan. I'm here. Good morning to you, Brother DJ Frisco. Thank you for checking in." Also checking in, Gray Shim says, "Good morning, Mr. Malcolm. Greetings from the rainy sun coast of Sarasota, Florida. I have an old classmate share that his father, or shared. I have an old classmate who shared that his father passed away. We are reminded of our mortality and this short life journey, sending all prayers and hello, friends, as this new year begins. Walk good. And many happy returns in terms of appreciating the hellos to relatives and friends at the start of the new year. Thank you very much. And let's see if we can quickly find that. Where is it? From the Jamaican Women of Florida. I suspect we'll have to come back to that another time, but right, this one. All right. Looks like we're going to have to come back to it. But it's the organization, the Jamaican Women of Florida. And all right, while we're flipping the pages virtually, here is something else to celebrate and someone to celebrate indeed. Ephraim Martin is celebrating his 50th anniversary in media and entertainment. He is just in his 60s, but Ephraim Martin, on the 2nd of January 2024, celebrated 50 years in the media and entertainment world. Martin's International founder and president, Dr. Ephraim Martin, producer of the historic annual IRAMA International Reggae and World Music Awards, Chicago Music Awards, the African Caribbean International Festival of Life, and the JSV Fest on Tuesday. Well, this one was held on Tuesday, the 2nd of January. Normally marks a golden 50th. We'll come back to that another time. We break for now and come back with more on the Jamaican Online.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
7 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 8 p.m. in Beijing, China.
Here is a financial literacy tip from your friends at Power 106 FM. Start an emergency fund. A mantra in personal finance is pay yourself first, which means saving money for emergencies and your future. This simple practice keeps you out of trouble financially and helps you sleep better at night. Life happens, and we do not always have control over when expenses arrive. By having an emergency savings account, unexpected finances won't force you to incur debt or throw you too far off your financial plan. To determine the amount you should save, figure out how much you spend each month. Once you get into the habit of saving money, you will stop treating savings as optional and start treating it as a required monthly expense.
Wherever you go, shine. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine. You need to know, shine. Anything you want to be. You give me hope, shine, ocean, shine.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and we want to, well, one thing is sure about our next guest. She is never shy or reluctant to spread the word about her organization and those who have benefited and continue to benefit from her outreach work. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Angelia Christian. She is the founder of the Angel Foundation UKJA. And whenever there's an update to be given, she's always ready to tell us how her charity has been going. Angel, Happy New Year to you. Welcome. How are you?
Happy New Year to you also, Dervan. Happy New Year to the Ministry of Education, the students, the principal, who else must I say again? Ministry of Health, if they're listening to me, because they must be saying I don't send them greetings anymore. And you with them and Malcolm and the team at RGR, Happy New Year. And as I said, 2024 is a year of abundance.
Well, let us talk about that within the context of your organization, the year 2024 being the year of abundance.
Well, the year 2024, up to yesterday, I was in a meeting. I'm coming down with a team, and the team is with the team. I've made up the name. It's Respect, Resilience, and Family. So basically, we're going to be going into 5 schools and spend over 2 days period, and we want to inspire, against crime and violence, because we are seeing I've seen the display of different schools in Jamaica with the students them displaying very violence, fighting each other, some getting killed, some ending up in intensive care, and it just crossed my mind. And then what really affected me also too was the recently killing in Salt Spring, where 2 kids lost their lives in a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just to raise awareness. And also too, I will be doing an IT week in Salt Spring all age schools in St. James. I'm already linking with the principal and also the MP, trying also to create a football field for the community in Salt Spring. So that's why I said 2024 is the year of abundance, to giving back like that to my, the next generation, to carry on and just to inspire, about gun crime and violence, and because I realize also too in Jamaica, because I've got a few children that is being sponsored, and some of them go to school with traumas because there's things they're seeing at home where they're knowing
that they perhaps shouldn't even be seen.
No, so there's one of them that I know, one of the sponsors here in UK, sending money and helping, and she experienced 3 people got killed, next door to her. She experienced her friend being abused. I mean, this young lady, you can't speak about God to her because she's terrible against the church or whatever, pastor. I don't want to say because of what, other students have relied on her and tell her. So even that, you have to be careful when you start to talk about, I'm a believer and I'm there, but it's like you have to be careful also to, with some of the students because of the trauma what they experience. So, and then I think with this trauma, they take it into school and the trauma becomes rage. And that's when something happens with them and another student, they turn against one another. So because of the trauma that they're going with, and it builds up rage, you understand? So this team, what I'm bringing in, they're very experienced people. They're working with schools here in the UK, doing several things. Both school and prison they're going into, and they have a tool, a work nuggets tool set up. So they have agreed to come. When I call them up, I said, look, I don't have any money to pay them, So yeah, and you have to pay on a ticket, and they agreed. So more likely I have to look for the accommodation for them, just it. So yeah. But they will be coming down. We've been having the meetings. After yesterday, we had a last meeting. So it's putting together now the project to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information Service. So yes, it's looking really, really good. Yes.
Have you confirmed the dates?
Yes, we will be coming in September. So we will be arriving on the 13th of September, and we will be staying for 20 days. Yes. So I took 2 ladies from their husbands. And also, I've took 2 husbands from their wives. So yes, they have agreed. And you know what, Dervan? One of them, right? One of them, the prison service featured instruments in October last year. So I had Natania. I contacted Natania from Jamaica Inside. So he brought in a team at HMP at the prison service. So one of these guys actually worked with Nathaniel, the guy that I'm with now, he actually worked with Nathaniel. So I'm so inspired from his work, but I didn't get to meet him or speak with. What I did, I went on Facebook to look at my Facebook page and I contacted him. So while I was contacting him, he said to me, oh, I know your name. I was looking, I said, well, oh, okay. And then he said, I said, so you was at the prison? He said, yes. Didn't get to speak to him. And then he seemed like he wasn't interested, but then he called me back. He said, hi, Angel. I'm here in my mom's house, and my family actually supports your charity for 10 years. And I said, who? And he said, the MacLeod. And I said, well, wow, my purpose is work, Dervan.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't say no anymore. He couldn't. He couldn't say no. Chris could not say no. I speak with him because I had to call him on Facebook because I don't know. He called me back 10 minutes and he sounds started. And I said, what's going on? He said, Angel, my mom, and she knows it. They have been coming to your church. And funny enough, his family, we awarded them 2019 when Dr. Captain was over here at my event to the hotel. We actually awarded his aunt and his nephew because they've been supporting the Angel Foundation for 10 years.
Right.
So, yeah. So that is why you see, again, it's a connection. My purpose is work.
That's
you
right.
know, and Yeah, so, and also to Dervan, all the computers, monitors, everything is now in the Greater Portmore School where I'm creating the AutoCAD room. So you know it's an AutoCAD room. Mm-hmm. So we were having that handing over ceremony also when we arrive in September. And you know what, Dervan, I want to big up Miss Faith Downing because she provided over $450,000 worth of materials for them to build the AutoCAD room. So we had to empty the rooms and build new walls and put in windows and build partitions. So I want to say a big thank you to Miss Faith Downing in Jamaica and also here also in September. So yeah, thank you very much. And I hope, as I said, 2024 will be the year of abundance. Yes.
Yes, indeed. We trust that's exactly how it will go. So do you already have your partners, your sponsors on board for these upcoming initiatives?
Yes, Dervan, you know that already. Food UK and GM Group and Transfaction. Yes. It's YES. Yes, they know about it and everything like that. So yes, it's basically having a New Year's meeting with them now to tell them my plan about going into the school, and also to have already VM Group have already emailed them about linking up with the VM Foundation in Jamaica. So yeah, we're gonna be working on that. Once the nuggets is set up and everything now, I will be emailing over to VM Group again for them to email over to VM Foundation so that they can also put, because what we are doing also too, we're trying to see if we could get people in the meantime when we're in the schools, they can follow the plug, and they can also relate it back when we left. We're also setting up a link, and then in the schools, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be choosing to, if the school of counselors.
Let's try and get Angelia Christian back on the line. She's been outlining the Angel Foundation UKJA's upcoming initiatives, and we thank her for joining us. Speaking of joining us, Beverly in Toronto, Canada, has joined us. She says, good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. Good morning and happy Saturday to you too, Beverly in Toronto, Canada. Always good to have you online. Karen Rose says, good morning, happy Sabbath and happy New Year to you, Sir Malcolm, and all tuning in to the program. Wishing you all much happiness, wealth, and health for 2024. So, Angel is, oh, okay. Let's reconnect. Okay, so should we call you back on that same line then? Okay, all right, no problem. Okay, we'll do that. Sorry about that. So we're going to get her back online. Angelia Christian, founder of the Angel Foundation. Karen Rose says, wishing you all much happiness, wealth, and health for 2024. Thank you very much. Paul Miles of the eponymous Paul Miles Foundation says, good morning, Dervan, and all listeners. And you have some reporting to do, Paul Miles. Having done all that work that you have, and well, not being able to, or not having our listeners at home and abroad the immense amount of work that you have been doing. It's extraordinary, Paul Miles, and we need to highlight that body of work of yours as well. Welcome, thank you very much, and we'll continue to follow your work. Angel is back on the line. Thank you, Angel, for rejoining us.
Yeah, I was saying that I want to give a big thank you out to Miss Faith. She has provided, the materials for the AutoCAD room in the Greater Portmore High School. So I just want to say thank you to her again, and 2024, the year of abundance, and looking forward to see her. She knows about the team coming down, so I put her to look for accommodation. Oh my God.
Sorry, hold a moment. Don't go. One moment. We need to take a time signal.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
7:15 in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 3:15 a.m. in Anchorage, Alaska.
Chad Ad Distributors are the island-wide distributors of the popular Maxxis tires, plus Sumitomo, Falcon, and Solidil. For batteries, Mayatsu, AC Delco, and for lubricants, it's Petro Canada. Visit us at 87 to 91 First Street, Newport West. Telephone 901-6612 or 383-4363. Chad Ad Distributors Limited, your place to retire.
The following are the nominees for the RJR Sports Foundation Sportswoman of the Year 2023. Rochelle Clayton, Diamond League Final and World Championships bronze medalist in the 400-meter hurdles. Janine Fowler, the top goal scorer and highest percentage shooter at the Netball World Cup in South Africa. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, the bronze medalist in the 100 meters at the World Championships and a silver medalist in the 4x100 meters relay. Sharika Jackson, the gold medalist in the 200 meters with the second fastest time in history at the World Championships, silver medalist in both the 100 meters and the sprint relay at that event, and a double winner for the 100 and 200 meters at the Diamond League Final. Daniel Williams, who ran the second fastest time by a Jamaican in the 100-meter hurdles and copped the gold medal at the World Championships in Budapest. Tune in to TVJ, TVJSN, and One Spot Media on Friday, January 19 at 8:30 p.m. and discover the winner. Brought to you by VM Group, J. Red Nephew Limited, Wisinko Group, Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, Main Event Entertainment Group, FYI Consultancy, and the RJR Gleaner Communications Group.
Wherever you go, shine. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine.
Thanks on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And as we said a few moments ago, Paul Miles, the eponymous Paul Miles, or Paul Miles of the eponymous Paul Miles Foundation, has joined us. He's actually not one for the limelight normally. It sometimes feels like pulling teeth to get Paul Miles to come and talk with us, because he doesn't necessarily like to talk about the work that he has been doing. But it must be said. In fact, we did receive that letter, that Happy New Year, on the letterhead of National Education Trust, and it speaks to quite the depth and breadth of the work that has been done and is still being done by the Paul Miles Foundation. We'll see if we can get a word with him at some point or another. But thank you very much, Paul Miles. Well done. And let's also say good morning to Diana McIntyre Pike. She says, greetings from Mandeville, Jamaica to everyone, and wishing you all many blessings for 2024. And keep up the good work, Dervan, especially with your history lessons on your radio program in the afternoons. Thank you very much, Diana McIntyre Pike. Beverly in Toronto, Canada says, picked up my daughter from work after 2 a.m. So late joining. Angel, congratulations. Hard work, year of abundance, working so hard to make our Jamaica nice, while some break one, something is off. Some breaks one down to make one sad. I think some people, like unfortunately, some Jamaicans break down some of us, uh,
Yeah,
while
that's what he
making
said.
others
Some
sad.
Jamaica break one down to make one sad, and then you have
Yes,
another Jamaican that make happy. That's what
yes,
you mean.
yes.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
would appear so.
yeah,
Yeah. So you were saying
yeah.
you're busy as well, getting resources together to take care of the presenters, who are the speakers who are going to be
Yeah,
joining
yeah, yeah.
your team in the schools.
Yes, yeah. It's four of them and myself, five and Martin. So it's six of us coming. Seven of us actually coming down to Jamaica. Is it seven of us coming down to Jamaica? Yeah. So yeah, seven coming down to Jamaica. Seven of us. So we're looking forward to it, and yeah, and I've said I hope VM Group and Great Food UK, Transfer Ship, Port Royal Patties, and also one is the Caribbean company that come on board sometime and support the Angels. They exhibit the Benjamin's brand at my event. So yeah, as I said, 2024 is the year of abundance. Sean Wallace is also down in Jamaica. I spoke with him yesterday. You know, Sean Wallace, the ITV chaser, he's down in Jamaica at the moment. I asked him, yeah, he's in Jamaica. He's trying to set up some fabric. So he set up a fabric in Jamaica, actually. I should get, to speak to that. So he has some fabric now set up in Jamaica. I think
Okay.
it's some kind of fruit juice or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody's trying to do business in Jamaica. Yeah. So Arthur he was trying for me to listen with some of the brands in Jamaica, see how we could get them connected to the brand that he's developing in his fabric in Jamaica. Yes. Fabric company. Yes. So yeah. Everybody's trying to do business in Jamaica, which is really good,
Yes.
Yeah. He wasn't talking about it, but he has set it up now over 5 years.
Oh,
He's
really?
actually got yes, he's got a factory in, I think in St. Anne's. He's got a factory. There's a factory,
Oh, it's.
proper factory where they're making juices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's now that he wants to expose it, he's looking for exporters and to bring it out. So yeah.
That's very good to know.
Yeah. So yes, Dervan, I'm looking forward to coming down into Jamaica. As you know, after 2 weeks, I'm going on a cruise because I didn't come to Jamaica 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I was more exploring UK last year, going out to Devon, Nottingham, Birmingham, Mansfield. I've been to some great places in UK, There's some great places to holiday in the UK. So yeah, I was making use of that
Mm-hmm.
in 2023. So yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going on a cruise at the Eastern Caribbean, where when I'm coming back, I will be stopping in Falmouth.
In Falmouth.
Yes. So I think we're going Cayman first, and then we're going to side of Colombia, Costa Rica, Cartagena, Panama Canal, Mexico, Limol. I've got another one, and then we come round. So our last way coming round is 5 months.
Yes.
5 months is the last stop, and then we go back to Miami. So when I arrive, I'm going to be in Miami also too for 3 days, or 4 other days in the Hilton. So if you're coming to Miami, you can drop in at the Hilton. You're there. It's easy. 20 minutes flight. You could come and see me. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. No, you deserve all the break and rest that you can get, because you.
How far is Salmon from South Spring, Dervan? How far is it? The port to South Spring. How far is it?
You'd have to be going. You would be in Trelawney, and then you would have to be moving from Trelawney to St. James, which neighboring parishes. But it can actually be checked before. You use your, what you call it, your GPS, and see, depending on the time of day, you will see what the journey, how long the journey is likely to be based on the time of day and the day of the week. Did we lose her again? Uh, let's see. I think we're going to try and get her back on the line. Sorry about that. Not sure what's happening with the phone lines today. So far, so good, but a couple of drops in terms of the call. Not good. So let's try and reconnect. In the meantime, though, as we mentioned, there's the Paul Miles of the eponymous Paul Miles Foundation and his work that he has been doing in service to Jamaica and Jamaicans. And we, knowing Paul Miles, he's not going to come on. So we are going to take it upon ourselves to share the information with our listeners. In fact, through a letter that was sent from the National Education Trust to Paul Miles, congratulating him and thanking him for his support. And you'll hear more about that in a little while. In the meantime, though, let's go back to Angel. So thank you for staying on the line, Angel. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, yeah.
Right.
I actually work with the national. I actually work with the National Education. I think this is the second time, but this project 2023 was actually working together with the National Education Trust, and it went well. It was okay. But before I was going to the Minister of Education, but they've actually put me over to the National Education Trust. So the shipping arrangement went really excellent. There was no red tape. There was nothing. It was everything was following the rules and procedure, and it was very good. Yeah, and the staff who I worked with over the phone and communicated with was very good.
So sorry, go ahead.
Big up to the National Education Trust if they're listening. It was nice working with you. I look forward to working with you again in 2024 because I will be shipping for the South Spring All Age Primary School.
That's what I wanted to ask you about just now.
Yes.
Whether you are through clearing all that you need to clear from the UK to Jamaica.
Yes, all the things I've cleared now are now shipped in Greater Portmore High School. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I think I sent you the video 2 days ago. So all the computers, furniture, decks, junior decks, chairs, they're all in Greater Portmore High School. So yes, I'm looking forward to the thing. But this year I work with the National Education Trust team.
Yes.
Now, the last 8 years I've been shipping, I've been going through direct to the Minister of Education. So this time now they have put me over to the National Education Trust. And what I'm saying, it was a good team working with them. Everything was straightforward. Every procedure followed. There was no icks and bugs. There was no red tape. It was quite good. Good communication, emails, forms. It was very good, Dervan. So yeah, I want to say Happy New Year also to the National Education Trust team in Jamaica. Yes. It was very good.
But this time around, you're not going to be having a ceremony of sorts in terms of handing over. Yes?
Yes, there will be an handing over ceremony of the articles home at the Greater Portmore School in September also too when I come down with the team.
Okay.
So it's a lot of work. Yes. It's a lot of work. There will be a big I'm sure the principal also said it to you when you were interviewing him that they were going to be having a handing over ceremony, but it's going to be in September. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
So everything is in the school. Everything is in the school. And I want to just take this time out to thank Great Food UK, Being Group, Miss Courtney Campbell in Jamaica, and Mr. Peter. Happy New Year. And remember, 2024 is an abundance of glory. So yes, Happy New Year if you're listening, and Happy New Year to BM Group Foundation, Grace Kennedy Foundation, and all the team. Robert in Jamaica and Andrew from Grace Kennedy. Happy New Year. And Happy New Year to you again, Dervan, and all the team. And I just want to thank and Transport Ship, La Parkan, who also help and support the shipment of clearing at Greater Portmore and Trenchtown Primary School. Thank you very much, La Falcon. So yeah, and Transfer Ship, thank you very much. Port Royal Patis, thank you. And I've got 100 black businesses now in the UK that
one moment, please, Angel. 1 moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
7:30 in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it is 2:30 p.m. in Cape Town, South Africa.
The following are the nominees for the R.J. Gleaner Sports Foundation Sportswoman of the Year 2023. Rochelle Clayton, Diamond League Final and World Championships bronze medalist in the 400-meter hurdles. Janil Fowler, the top goal scorer and highest percentage shooter at the Netball World Cup in South Africa. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, the bronze medalist in the 100 meters at the World Championships and silver medalist in the 4x100 meters relay. Sharika Jackson, the gold medalist in the 200 meters with the second fastest time in history at the World Championships, silver medalist in both the 100 meters and the sprint relay at that event, and a double winner for the 100 and 200 meters at the Diamond League Final. Daniel Williams, who ran the second fastest time by a Jamaican in the 100-meter hurdles and copped the gold medal at the World Championships in Budapest. Tune in to TVJ, TVJSN, and One Spot Media on Friday, January 19 at 8:30 p.m. and discover the winner. Brought to you by VM Group, J. Red Review Limited, Wisinco Group, Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, Main Event Entertainment Group, FYI Consultancy, and the RJR Gleaner Communications Group.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine. You need to know. Shine. Anything you want to be. You give me hope.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and we've been in conversation with Angelia Christian, the founder of the Angel Foundation UKJA, and she has been affirming that 2024 is going to be a year of abundance, and let's see how that goes. Right, Angel?
Right. It is a year of abundance, yes. It is. Mm-hmm. You know, bringing back some inspiration, you know, so they can carry it forward to the next generation. So yeah, it's a year of an abundance. I always cannot call it word. Resilience.
Yes, resilience.
Family and respect. Mm-hmm. Respect. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the Salt Spring in St. James, is that near to Falmouth?
Yeah, I was saying you'd perhaps need to, or you could check your GPS or the GPS on your phone. So for example, where would you be starting from? From the cruise ship here, Ocho Rios?
I think the cruise ship. I don't know. They're going in Falmouth port.
All right. So.
But not Ocho Rios. Falmouth port is different from Ocho Rios, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they will report it. We will stop in at Falmouth.
So you ought to go from Falmouth to Salt Spring.
Yeah, is that near? Is that close?
I'm doing a quick check to see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So
this says This has sent me all the way to Canada.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hold on, let's try this again. So if we were to go from Falmouth, to Salt Spring.
All age school.
Spring. All age. I'm not seeing
But
that.
you cannot leave me, so I have to go in time and come back.
All right, I'm seeing Salt Spring Health Center.
Yes, it's all age primary school. Salt Spring all age primary school.
Spring. Hold on, just a moment. Primary. Let me see if they just have it as primary. Yes, they have it at Salt Spring Primary and Infant School.
Yes.
So let's see. The distance as calculated by GPS, Google Maps, 34 minutes.
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent. Wow. Okay. So it won't cost me much in the taxi. Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
Wow. So I'll be popping in there. I have already spoken to the principal and she's busy creating the room now. And yeah. So I just want to pop in. And there's a football, there's a land beside the school. We're going to be creating a football team. And Dervan, I'm going to be finding out if you can work close to me. The two young kids that lost their lives in the factory, they live in Salt Spring.
Mm-hmm.
So I want the football team named after their name. So yeah, I have contact with the MP and I'm working with the MP also too. So yeah, I'll give you more updates on it.
Sure.
My purpose is work. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think there's a young man that creates all my flyers. He's from Salt Spring and he's just having a conversation. He said to me, Angel, I'm working with you now since COVID. Why can't you? And I said, okay. He's from Salt Spring and he told me a history about Salt Spring and the community, and it's all families and friends and, and what's happening in Salt Spring. So hopefully we can bring back a bit of respect to all the families and cousins and everyone,
Yes.
And make it a place of tranquility, embrace all the little villages around Salt Spring. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My heart is set on that.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, so that's it, Dervan. I will be popping in to Salt Spring Primary School, and then as I said, the tickets are actually booked already. Started to book already, so we'll be arriving in September. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
I'm looking forward to see how you. I hope you will be able to come to some of them. We're trying to do 3 days in each school, so we'll be doing Salt Spring School also too for 3 days. We're doing the Greater Portland. We're doing the Stony Hill Technical High School, and the other school will come, whichever the Ministry of Education suggests, the other school will be coming from them. So I'm not sure which one they have chosen as yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to the rest. Our team is called Respect.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you have it all worked out, Angel.
With all my purpose is work. When God says yes, no man can say no.
Mm-hmm.
It's working through me. You know what I mean by it. So yeah. I mean, you've got groups of me that go to other countries, to Nigeria, Ghana, Congo, and do similar, to what I want to give back to Jamaica. And we're looking forward to the team that I'm creating. They're all younger people than me. They're in their 30s. So this team, they're all Jamaican parents. So once I form it with them, hopefully they will be going down to Jamaica every year to give back. So that is the intention also too. It's not just to pop in and pop out. So we have discussed that. So they will be going down every year to Jamaica, to bring the legacy on it. So it's not a one popping in and popping out. Yeah.
Okay, and
they're all born here, but they're Jamaican parents. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's another one. Yes, another one for the long haul, not just a pop up and you're out.
No. So we'll be setting up on Lincoln I've got a few tablets donated to me from Break Barrier. So all the schools we do, we'll be presenting 2 tablets to whoever we choose as a counselor. You know, we want to create a room space where if a student is needed someone to talk about. I did say to them on the group that what's the name of the school we went where I present the tablets in Tablet Dervan? What's the name of that school again? In Lawrence Tavern, the high school.
You mean Oberlin High School?
Oh, it's Oberlin, yes. Remember the young lady, she was a counselor. What was her? A counselor, right? It was
guidance counselor.
Guidance counselor, right. Now I get it. Yes. So this is why I said to them that the schools in Jamaica already have guidance counselors in the school. This guidance counselor is the one where a student can go and interact with them about anything that is bothering them, and then before that, then after they can bring it over to the principal. So I said to them that the school have these in place in Jamaica. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Absolutely.
And then I also said to the group that some of these students in the rural areas, you know, they see real life trauma. It's not like they're going playing the online and seeing aggressive. You know those games. So I said it's nothing like that. Their trauma is real life drama. It's real life trauma. Am I not right, Dervan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the children, the students, and the students read that. You know, some is being go through abuse, some, you know, family conflict, killing. You know, as I said, one of our sponsor child, she witnessed very close, you know, and she had to go to school. She get up and go to school. So, you know, bringing out that to school, you know, it's really hard.
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully we can bring back some inspiration and continue and with a continuity with it, and hopefully the Minister of Education will like it also to you know.
Yes.
Which I think they would. So these are people that is working in school year already, so they're booking their holiday off. So they have all booked their holiday off already. All 4 of them have booked their holiday off. So they are working in schools on programs, specializing in children with therapy, counseling and therapy, violence, knife crime, gun crime, family matters, and, you know, yeah. So these people are specialized, and that's what they work. That's their job here in the UK.
It's very good. It's amazing how you're able to find philanthropists and just generally people who share similar sentiments. And
yes, so they were very excited. They, you know, these people in your church, they were very excited. You know, when I said to them, you know, I don't have any money, I can't pay you. You know, and you also have to pay your tickets. You know, they said, no, it's fine. We welcome it. It's lovely. We want to do it. We just have to book our holidays off. Yeah, so they're willing. Just, you know, they're willing to come and give back. Yeah, they have already booked their holidays off. They already done it. They already booked their holidays off. So yeah.
That does so make it.
I'll be sending over the DBS and everything to the Minister of Education. Yes, so because they're going in school, you know, they have to have clearance. So we're setting up everything now, so I can email to the Minister of Education. So they are clear. It's not like just a team coming into school. It's nothing like that. It is very serious with the way I am coming in with a respect team after. So I've received all your DBS, everything already. So it's basically we're doing the program now to email it out to what we're going to be doing on the 3 days, the program,
It's a lot of work, but I guess because you are a seasoned philanthropist, it makes it a little easier.
In the meeting, they ask me what I want because I have no clue. You know, that's their job. I am just the vision. You know, it's just a vision from me. So they asked me what did I want and what did I do. And funny enough, Dervan, I was listening to the Prime Minister New Year's speech, and he actually what I'm coming to do. He actually mentioned that in his speech about community and violence reduction in the school. He did mention it, and I think, wow, you know, in a message. I saw it floating all over on TikTok.
Yeah.
The message is, I think it was his New Year's message. The Prime Minister, Mr. Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah, it was in his speech. So yeah. So, Dervan, thank you so much for having me, and thank you, Great Food UK, and thank you, VM Group, thank you, Transport Ship, thank you, Port Royal Puppies, and the donors, one of our exhibitors, Paul Harrison. And
sorry, we're up on another break, Angel. Hold on, one moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes to 8 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32, Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 3:45 p.m. in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
The following are the nominees for the R.J. Arglina Sports Foundation Sportswoman of the Year 2023. Rochelle Clayton, Diamond League Final and World Championships bronze medalist in the 400-meter hurdles. Janiel Fowler, the top goal scorer and highest percentage shooter at the Netball World Cup in South Africa. Shelley Ann Fraser-Price, the bronze medalist in the 100 meters at the World Championships and silver medalist in the 4x100 meters relay. Sharika Jackson, the gold medalist in the 200 meters with the second fastest time in history at the World Championships, silver medalist in both the 100 meters and the sprint relay at that event, and a double winner for the 100 and 200 meters at the Diamond League Final. Daniel Williams, who ran the second fastest time by a Jamaican in the 100-meter hurdles and copped the gold medal at the World Championships in Budapest. Tune in to TVJ, TVJSN, and One Spot Media on Friday, January 19 at 8:30 p.m. and discover the winner. Brought to you by VM Group, J. Red Nephew Limited, Wisynco Group, Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, Main Event Entertainment Group, FYI Consultancy, and the R.J. Arglina Communications Group.
Wherever you go, shine. In tribute to
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and we are getting ready to wrap our conversation with Angelia Christian, the founder of the Angel Foundation UKJA. She's been giving us a wealth of information with respect to the plans and efforts of her foundation, and we wish her well. So, yes, Angel. So, go ahead.
Thanks to the Jamaica Eye Commissioner team who has been supporting us, here in the UK, and also to the local mayors. The local mayor, you Dervan, you have met one of the local mayors. I think you did the interview him also, so I'm not sure.
Yes, we did. We did. Tall fellow.
Yes.
And pretty young at that.
Yes, the local mayor. So it was nice, and thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to coming down into Jamaica later down in the year and just hope and pray, and as I said, human beings are powerfully created. And when we come together, things happen magically. 2024 is the year of abundance. Thank you, Dervan.
Thank you very much, Angelia Christian, the founder of the Angel Foundation UKJA, for the work that you continue to do. May you continue to have a happy and prosperous and bountiful 2024, the year of abundance, as you put it. Thanks, Angel. All the best.
Thank you. All the best.
Take care. Bye-bye. We should say hello to Joan Lockett, who is online, watching, listening. She says, good morning and Happy New Year to all from Ocala in Central Florida. And Ras Asta Black says, good morning, Mr. Malcolm. All the best for 2024. Jagaid to you too, Ras Asta Black. Thank you very much for your message on YouTube. And in the meantime, over on Facebook Live, Inez Ayona Campbell says, good morning, Mr. Dervan and viewers. A super cold Saturday morning it is. Expecting snow sometime today. Where is Inez Ayona Campbell again? She is in Bridgeport, Connecticut, I believe. I think so. You can tell us otherwise if that's not so, Inez Ayona Campbell. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, we mentioned a name earlier on, Paul Miles of the eponymous Paul Miles Foundation. And we did make the point that he's never going to be the first person to run towards an interview. he prefers to just continue working behind the scenes. And so since he will not do it, we're going to do it for him, because we have seen a lovely letter from the National Education Trust, NET or NET, wishing Paul Miles a happy new year. And I mean, this letter is so sweet that I guarantee you that Paul Miles will be doing this for generations to come. It is that sweet in terms of just how warm and intentional the wording of this letter, this open letter is. So it's on the letterhead of the National Education Trust, NET, and for those who are unaware, it's the National Education Trust, NET or NET, is a registered charitable organization that mobilizes resources for schools in Jamaica to achieve greater levels of access to education and learning. And the letter goes on to wish Paul Miles a happy new year. So it starts by saying, Happy New Year, dear Paul Miles. Thank you for investing in a brighter future for our students in 2023. You are an invaluable member of the invested village that supports our children to fulfill their potential. We want to take this opportunity to wish you a thriving and prosperous new year and to let you know that you've made a tangible difference in ways you can't even imagine. Your support and partnership with the National Education Trust in 2023 leveraged access to quality education for more than 105,351 of the most vulnerable students in 450 plus schools across all 14 parishes in Jamaica. Together, we invested $554,914,076.34 in 2023 to provide them with quality resources and a better, safer, and more inspiring learning spaces. Did you hear that figure? And this is the partnership between NET, National Education Trust, and the eponymous Paul Miles Foundation. Together, we invested a combination. This is a public-private sector partnership. Together, and the together here is between the National Education Trust and Paul Miles Foundation. Together, we invested $554,914,076.34 in 2023 to provide them with quality resources and better, safer, and more inspiring learning spaces. That's huge. Well, the same thing I was thinking. That's huge, says the letter from Education Trust. That's huge, especially for the children who could not afford a device or don't have to worry about how to get to school safely now. now that there is a school bus to transport them, or even give a second thought to making it upstairs to classrooms now that they have a chairlift. You've given dignity to students and staff at the schools, now outfitted with water harvesting systems and sanitation facilities to ensure access to reliable, basic conveniences. Thank you for providing scholarships, donating books, school and office supplies, manipulates. Some people say manipulatives, manipulates. So thank you for providing scholarships, donating books, school and office supplies, manipulates, furniture, play, sports and lab equipment, and so much more. Thank you for helping us champion modernization in our curricula to advance student engagement and learning in relevant and employable skills. Thank you for partnering with us to make quality education within reach, not just for those who can afford it, but for all our children, because they each deserve it. We look forward to your continued support in the new year as we double down our efforts to ensure no child is left behind. May abundant favor abound to you in all you do in 2024. Warm regards, Keisha Johnson, Director, Donor and Partnership Management, National Education Trust, NET. What a beautiful thing. Wonderful. Well done, National Education Trust. Well done, Paul Miles of the eponymous Paul Miles Foundation. And all the very best. Thank you very much. Excellent, says Angelia Christian in London. And we really salute and celebrate the tremendous that members of the diaspora continue to do, not least of all those we have featured this morning. We're happy for you, we're proud of you, and we'll continue. We commit to continuing to provide a platform from which to share your work, to share your stories, to share your service with Jamaica and Jamaicans at home and abroad. Remarkable, remarkable. And once again, congratulations to the National Education Trust in leveraging access to quality education for more than 105,351 of the most vulnerable students in 450 plus schools across all 14 parishes in Jamaica. Together, investing 554,914,076.34 in 2023 to provide these students and their teachers with quality resources and better, safer, and more inspiring learning spaces. What a wonderful thing. What a joyful thing. Well done. Velta Wilson says, awesome job, Paul Miles. And we join you in conveying those sentiments. Thank you very much. We're going to another break here on your program, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online, here on Power 106 FM. we've had to make some adjustments to our next segment because our guest at the last minute had some other matters to deal with, but we still have to come another very special guest and one who continues to make significant contributions to the lives of Jamaicans, not only at home, but also abroad. One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
8 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 11:30 p.m. in Adelaide, Australia.
Mosquitoes will breed in containers that hold water. Tightly cover water storage containers such as drums, buckets, and tanks, or cover the water surface with cooking oil. Punch holes in all tins, plastic containers, and boxes to prevent the collection of water before disposal. Cover old tires or fill with dirt. Scrub all vases once per week to remove mosquito eggs and dispose of garbage by placing in plastic bags. Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Wherever you go, shine. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and sorry we weren't able to interview Lorraine Jacqueline Smith this morning. She's president of the Jamaica Diaspora Council and the Georgia representative, and she unfortunately had to leave us. She was not able to join us at the scheduled time, which we have coming up. And so we thank her nonetheless. She continues to be a tower of strength behind the scenes, playing her part in ensuring that our guests don't miss the date and the time for their interviews when they are scheduled. So it is. Thank you very much, Lorraine Smith, for your work and all the very, very best. Ephraim Martin, wherever you are right now, happy 50th anniversary in media and entertainment. It's good to be able to celebrate one who has been so consistent in his stewardship. Well done to you. Well done, Ephraim Martin. So let's continue and use the opportunity now, since we will not be having the previously scheduled interview. We want to use the opportunity to encourage your input for the start of the first, this is, right? Help me here, Celise. This is the first edition of this program for 2024, right? Because we didn't have one last week. Right. So it's the first edition of the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online for 2024. And so we want to give you an opportunity, if there's any feedback, any questions, any suggestions, any ideas, any issues, anything that you want to bring to our attention, feel free. We'll use the opportunity to fill the void that has been created in this slot just after 8 o'clock. But in the meantime, coming up, of course, is Dr. Trevor Dixon, the founder of Jaja Foundation. Now, Dr. Dixon and his team of health practitioners are heading to Jamaica. About 60 of them, a group of 60. These are These are Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica who have had to dip into their, well, first of all, who have had to take time off from work, who have had to dip into their pockets to come up with the resources so that they can fly to Jamaica to give even more to Jamaicans, to Jamaica and Jamaicans. And we can't thank them enough. You're going to hear some more. In fact, we have the schedule already, which we will share so that you don't miss any of the sessions if you are planning to attend one of the clinics, etc. And if you needed assistance, etc. So the Jaja Foundation team, they are waiting in the wings. They're ready. They're continuing their preparations. In the meantime, though, if you have any input, any matter that you'd like to share with us, feel free to call 876-922-411225. 876-922-411225. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. That number is 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. So you can get ready for that. Dr. Trevor Dixon's Jaja Foundation will be here in Jamaica in a matter of days, and their outreach starts, their medical mission starts on the 14th of January. The medical mission starts on the 14th of January. And we want you to be ready. Let's see. Okay, so this is an update from Paul Miles of the eponymous Paul Miles Foundation. He says, we will plan interview sessions within the next 2 weeks, maybe the same time, with Port Antonio High Track and Field fundraiser, Pen Relay's launch, because I want to be also on that interview for the launch with the principal and coach of Port Antonio High, or we can do 2 interviews. I attend both, of course. By all means, it's the least we could do, Paul Miles. After all, you have been doing for education and sports in Jamaica for the development of our children. Wonderful work. Well done, and thank you for all you continue to do, Paul Miles, and for at our urgings and our prompting, just sharing a few words of what is to come. Thank you very much, Paul Miles. Thank you, and all the very best. And again, apologies on behalf for those who have been expecting or looking to have on the program this morning Lorraine J. Smith. She was scheduled to join us at 8:15. Lorraine Smith is the president of the Jamaica Diaspora Council, Georgia representative, and she was scheduled to speak with us, but she had an emergency, and so she's not able to join us around this time here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. So to fill that void, we are encouraging you to participate in the program, and you'd like to call us, feel free, 876-922-411225, 876-922-411225. 411-225. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well, 876-365-3346. And Ephraim Martin says, Happy New Year to you and your family also. Thanks for the invite for the interview. Please give me the time and you'll be more than happy to speak with you tomorrow or whenever. You can also call me. All right, so Ephraim Martin has responded, and we're going to see if he's able to join us right now. If not, whenever he is available. So let's see how that goes. We're just checking his availability. Instead of wasting the slot, we are checking on his availability for this morning. He was contacted yesterday to see if he would be available. And so let's see how that goes. And while we're checking, let's to share some information with respect to the Jamaican diaspora at home and abroad. There are some useful facts that we'd love to share with you. There are a lot of Jamaicans in the diaspora who are truck drivers or trailer drivers. And some people wonder why, what's the big deal? It is a big deal because American truck drivers earn $85,000 for starters. $85,000 for starters. That's 12,750,000 Jamaican dollars. Yeah, these truck drivers are very well paid because this could be an life altering situation. If they ever get it wrong on the roadway. So it could be injury or death. When you have to navigate icy roadways, for example, think about the vehicle jackknifing and all of these things. And yes, the truckers are very well trained and they know exactly what to do. But it's also in its very essence, it is let's just say it could be quite a challenging profession, but the rewards are quite encouraging and favorable. So you weigh the situation and make a decision. It's not always about the money, and other things to consider, etc. But that's for those truckers, those Jamaican truckers. They do very well, very, very well in this regard. Parchment Babasu says, good morning, Dervan Malcolm. Good morning, Parchment Babasu. Errol, or this is Errol in Maryland, I think. He says, Happy New Year. My vacation is up, getting ready to head back in the winter mix. I did enjoy myself in the sunshine. We're happy to hear that, Errol. Thank you for checking in. George Hay says, blessed morning, Sir Malcolm, from the Bahamas. Well, blessed morning to you too, George Hay in the Bahamas, and all the very best. Thank you very much for making it the Jamaican Diaspora live online here on Power 106. One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
8:15 in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 1:15 p.m. in Accra, Ghana.
Tis the season, and One Spot Media has a special gift for you and your family. Get 30% off our 6-month subscription plan and receive 1 month free special access to Gleaner Premium. Dive into this world of exclusive content and enjoy live TV, live radio, thousands of hours of video on demand, the e-Gleaner, events, podcasts, and more. Simply log into onespotmedia.com and purchase the 6-month subscription plan. Get in with the joy of the holidays, all in one spot. Offer ends January 31. Conditions apply.
Wherever you go, shine. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine. You need to know. Shine.
8:30.
You want to be. You give me hope. Shine. Oh, shine. Shine.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and we were sharing with you some statistics in relation to our people in the diaspora. So 800,000 people of Jamaican heritage live in the UK. And again, it's not an exact science. It's not a precise number because there's information as to what, well, let's not go there. Let's leave it there for the time being. But 800,000 people of Jamaican heritage, that's approximately 800,000 people of Jamaican heritage live in the United Kingdom. And it is estimated that there are more people of Jamaican heritage residing overseas than the approximately 2.7 million people who live on the island. Of those in the diaspora, at least 1.8 million are based in the United States of America, with the majority, 750,000, located in the state of Florida. Some 650,000 live in the UK, the majority concentrated in London, while 300,000 are based in Canada, the majority residing in Toronto. In the past 10 years or more, the diaspora, the Jamaican diaspora, has contributed in excess of $20 billion in remittances. According to the World Bank, diaspora annual remittances are responsible for approximately 16% of Jamaica's gross domestic product, GDP. A study by the Caribbean Policy Research Institute, CAPRI, published in 2017, stated that current diaspora remittances translated to approximately 25% of gross domestic product, GDP, when the overall impact on the economy is factored in. Capri also suggested that should the government of Jamaica establish a mechanism for engagement with the diaspora, this contribution to the economy could rise to as much as 35%. Additionally, the World Bank estimates that the Jamaican diaspora savings is worth 5.4 billion US dollars. In case you missed it, the World Bank estimates that the Jamaican diaspora savings is worth approximately 5.4 billion US dollars, and having a purchasing power nearing 40 billion US dollars. Inflow of remittances into Jamaica is estimated at US 2 billion annually. I think they got closer to 3 billion. Was it last year or the year before? We'll have to update this particular figure. I think it's close to 3 billion. Inflow of remittances into Jamaica is estimated at US 2 billion annually, approximately 15% of the gross domestic product. And that's just some Jamaican diaspora facts to give us a greater appreciation for the contribution that members of the diaspora continue to make to Jamaica. And this is a story now. Let's see if we can share this story. We're not going to wait for Black History Month before sharing it. We're going to share it right now. We're going to bring it forward. And so at King's Cross in the UK, a plaque was unveiled for Britain's first Black train driver. At King's Cross in the UK, a plaque was unveiled for Britain's first Black train driver. Wilston Samuel Jackson's appointment in 1962 sparked, so that's the person, if you just want to confirm and emphasize. Sorry, some information just popped up a while ago that we need to share as well. But so the Britain's first Black train driver, Wilston Samuel Jackson, Britain's first Black train driver, Wilston, W-I-L-S-T-O-N, Samuel Jackson. He was appointed in 1962, and his appointment, the appointment of this Black Jamaican, the first Black train driver, his appointment in 1962 sparked a furious reaction from some of his white colleagues. A plaque has been unveiled commemorating Britain's first Black train driver, Jamaican-born Wilston Samuel Jackson, began maintaining trains shortly after moving to London in 1952 and became a driver 10 years later. He had a long and successful career on the railway, including driving the famous Flying Scotsman locomotive, the famous Flying Scotsman locomotive. At the unveiling at King's Cross Station, Mr. Jackson's daughter said he dedicated his life to the railway. He was never late Did you hear that? And he's Jamaican. He was never late and he never missed a day. And he was so proud of his work despite the many challenges he faced, Polly Jackson said. Today was a fitting tribute to his life and career. After moving to the UK as part of the Windrush generation, Mr. Jackson, known as Bill, worked his way up from his initial maintenance role to a position managing train boilers. This involved spending days shoveling coal in hot and filthy conditions, after which he would return home to study for his driver exams. His attempts at becoming a train driver came at a time when many Black people had their applications blocked due to racism. Mr. Jackson's appointment in 1962 sparked a furious reaction from some of his white colleagues who unsuccessfully attempted to prevent white men from working under him. 2 years later, he broke both his legs when his train crashed into the back of a stationary goods train near Finsbury Park, North London, after a signalman mistakenly gave a green light. Oh no. Following his recovery, Mr. Jackson returned to the railway before later emigrating to Zambia, where he taught people how to drive trains. What a thing. He died in September 2018, aged 91. Andrew Haynes, Network Rail Chief Executive, said, "I have been fascinated to learn about Wilston's life and career. He was a real trailblazer for our industry, and we owe him a huge debt of gratitude for his incredible service, made even more remarkable by the many obstacles he had to overcome." Mick Whelan, General Secretary of the Train Drivers Union, ASLEF, said, "We are incredibly proud to have had Wilston as one of our own, a dedicated driver with an illustrious and groundbreaking career." What a story. So for those in the UK, and if you ever visit the UK, let me see, please look out for the plaque. It's at King's Cross. At King's Cross, that's a train station, King's Cross. There's a plaque that was unveiled for Britain's first Black train driver. So if you're ever in King's Cross in the UK, be sure to check out that plaque honoring Britain's first Black train driver, a Jamaican, Wilston Samuel Jackson, appointed back in 1962. And can you imagine the outrage? It sparked a furious reaction. Where are they going with this Black man? Why are they? Da, 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 da. Can you imagine? But now there is a plaque in his honor at King's Cross in the UK, celebrating him now as the first Black train driver. You know, sometimes it seems like there is no acknowledgement, no recognition. And for so many people in the history of the world, sometimes it's long after their death, long after they lived, that they are recognized. But at some point or another, once you do your work and it is well done, you will never ever be forgotten. So it is. Well done, Wilston Samuel Jackson. We're going to a break now here on your program, Both Sides of the Story. No, it's not. It's the story of the Jamaican diaspora live online. Live online. Some responses here. Morgan Baylor saying, hear that? 20 billion. Yeah. We'll continue to share. One moment, please.
Help us protect Jamaica's borders. Tell us about any illegal guns coming through customs-controlled areas. Call Crime Stop at 311. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
8:30 in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 4:30 a.m. in Anchorage, Alaska.
The following are the nominees for the R.J. Arglina Sports Foundation Sportswoman of the Year 2023. Rochelle Clayton, Diamond League Final and World Championships bronze medalist in the 400-meter hurdles. Janelle Fowler, the top goal scorer and highest percentage shooter at the Netball World Cup in South Africa. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, the bronze medalist in the 100 meters at the World Championships and the silver medalist in the 4x100 meters relay. Sharika Jackson, the gold medalist in the 200 meters with the second fastest time in history at the World Championships, silver medalist in both the 100 meters and the sprint relay at that event, and a double winner for the 100 and 200 meters at the Diamond League Final. Daniel Williams, who ran the second fastest time by a Jamaican in the 100-meter hurdles and copped the gold medal at the World Championships in Budapest. Tune in to TVJ, TVJSN, and One Spot Media on Friday, January 19 at 8:30 p.m. and discover the winner. Brought to you by VM Group, J. Red Nephew Limited, Lysenko Group, Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, Main Event Entertainment Group, FYI Consultancy, and the R.J. Arglina Communications Group.
Wherever you go, shine. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and hello to our listener in Germany who has messaged us on WhatsApp. And I take note of the display pic showing the sands of the Caribbean and the turquoise waters of the Caribbean. And that's, I'm not sure if she'd want us to call her name on air, but she'll tell us if she wants her name called on air. We'll be happy to oblige. So she's in Germany, and she's asking, but she says, "Good morning, Mr. Malcolm. Listening to your program, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online." And she says, "Do you happen to know how many live in continental Europe, as to how many Jamaicans live in continental Europe?" So we'll have to do some checks and see what we come back with. But thank you very much for checking in with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Earlier on, we were sharing with you, our faithful listeners at home and abroad, sharing with you the fact that Dr. Trevor Dixon, emergency medicine physician at Jacobi Medical Center in the Bronx, New York, and his team of about 60 health professionals will be coming to Jamaica over the next few days to carry out their mission, their medical mission 2024. And we have the details. So stand by as we say hello and welcome to the founder of Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad, helping Jamaicans at home, Dr. Trevor Dixon. Good morning. How are you? Where did Dr. Dixon go? Maybe he was called to service. He's a doctor. Doctors are always on call. Let's try for that connection once again. Let's try for that connection. If you're just tuning in, it's the Jamaican Diaspora live online here on Power 106 FM. And let's see. I think we're trying to reconnect. Yes, I think we're okay now. And right, so let's say hello and welcome once again to founder and CEO of Jaja Foundation, the one and only Dr. Trevor Dixon. Good morning. Happy New Year. How are you?
Happy New Year, Dervan, and to your listeners on the Diaspora program. Wishing everybody all the best health and strength and prosperity for the new year.
Thank you very much, and many happy returns. Can you remind those of us who know and enlighten those of us who don't on the birth of Jaja Foundation? We never ever want to forget the history of an organization like Jaja Foundation.
Yes, thank you, Dervan. I guess the Jaja Foundation didn't start as a foundation over, 16 years now. 16, 17 years. We've been working in Jamaica. We started primarily on my desire to give back to Jamaica through medical care. I guess it's best to say that God decided to make me an emergency physician. So I knew that my responsibility, the reason why He made me a physician, was so that I can give back to those less fortunate. So I chose to go back to Jamaica. So I actually, for the first time, went down to Kingston Public Hospital because I heard that was the mecca for public medical services in Jamaica. And I wanted to help because I knew they had some challenges there. So I chose the Kingston Public Hospital. And as I can say, the rest is history. I specialize in ultrasound. So I spoke to the doctors at the Kingston Public Hospital. And I met Dr. Hugh Wong out of the emergency room at Kingston Public Hospital. And he quickly embraced me and explained to me the challenges that the healthcare system was having at the time, back in 2008. And we started working to try and improve healthcare through ultrasound. As you know, diagnosis is one of the biggest problems. Not one of the biggest problems, but one of the problems is diagnosing diseases early. So with the use of ultrasound, we've been helping to diagnose patients much earlier in Jamaica. Of course, you know, the cost of an ultrasound can be somewhere between 2,500 Jamaican dollars to as high as 10,000 Jamaican dollars, depending on the kind of ultrasound that you need. So we realized that if we can put the ultrasound in the hand of the physician in the emergency room, that patient would not have to go outside to get tested at a private ultrasound lab. So that was our thoughts, to try and bring healthcare to the bedside when those patients who already, many of them are very poor, can't afford $2,500 or even $5,000 for a test when they have to put food on their table for their children and their families. So that was a great initiative, started 2008, and it has grown tremendously. I guess through the grace of God, because I couldn't have orchestrated where we are today, but I know it's been a divine intervention to be able to not only train doctors at the Kingston Public Hospital, but doctors throughout the island, doctors in Falmouth, Lucy, South Lamar, they all are able to engage in the use of ultrasound in the emergency room to save lives in emergency. So that's one of our main programs. And in 2022 to 2023, the American Friends of Jamaica, through the leadership of Wendy Hart and Karan Chung, they saw what we were doing with ultrasound in Jamaica, and they decided to invest in what we were doing and invest in the citizens, those responses in Jamaica. And we formed a partnership with American Friends of Jamaica and the Dervan Foundation, where we actually go into the hospitals now and we give them handheld devices, ultrasound devices, which is really a game changer or a breakthrough in diagnostics as far as ultrasound is concerned. The device is called a butterfly, and it allows physicians now to be at the bedside. They don't need those big machines they had before. They can use a handheld machine, and they can go to the bedside and make the diagnosis. So American Friends of Jamaica has agreed to purchase these devices. They're about $2,500 US each. And we have been doing the ongoing training since about last year. This time we've been training doctors how to use the devices. And it's an ongoing training. So we don't just train them once. Every 2 weeks, a different hospital, public hospital of Jamaica, will present their interesting cases of the week. There are about 5 or 6 cases, and we go over the cases with them and show them how to improve the imaging. But they're doing great as far as grasping the technology and using it to save lives. So the physicians in Jamaica, they're very, very much on par with the physicians in the world. But they just don't have the technology sometimes to make the diagnosis. So we try to bridge that gap, and we've been able to.
And so now, here you are. It's another year, and you haven't given it up. You haven't given it up. You are still giving it. You are still dispensing quality health care from a position of those who are in need, and also supporting the existing health infrastructure here in Jamaica. What would you say is that thing that holds this kind of initiative together? Because you have groups come and groups go, and organizations, charities come and go, but some are more long lasting. What do you think is at the heart of it's been quite a few years already, of the longevity of Jaja Foundation, and how do you plan to keep it going?
I think the thing that keeps it going is the support that we get from Jamaicans abroad, where the Jamaicans that live here in the diaspora. They have supported us so strongly that if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be in existence. Because as you know, as Mr. Eric Clear would say, it takes cash to care. So if we don't get donations, if we don't get funding from people, kind-hearted people within the diaspora, the people in the New York City area and beyond, who donate to our cause, we wouldn't be able to do the great things we're doing. We're a very small organization. When you look at the organization, we're not a very large organization, but the funds that we do collect, we make sure that it goes to those in need and those projects that are in need. The folks at Jacoby Medical Center in the Bronx, New York, where I'm at right now, the doctors there, they volunteer their time for free. So if we had to put a price on what it is to pay those physicians to offer their expertise, we would be able to pay them. So there's a lot of volunteerism that will happen through the Foundation. Mm-hmm. Most of our volunteers, they volunteer their time free. They don't charge us for their time. Yes. But there's still some stuff that we really still have to pay for. When we keep a conference in a hotel, we have to pay for that hotel space. We have to pay for transportation when the volunteers come to Jamaica. We have to pay to feed the volunteers. We have to pay to have give when folks come to the health fair in Jamaica, we give them toothbrushes. Those things are not necessarily free. We get them discounted, but we still have to put up money to make all those things happen. And so So it's the work that while it's volunteerism, we also need charity. Charity in the sense that we need people to donate and understand that it takes cash to care. Just the world we're living. There's nothing in this world that's free anymore. There's a cost to everything, and since COVID, as you know, the cost has gone up exponentially.
One moment, please. Let's pick up on the cost issue after the break, please. Dr. Trevor Dixon, founder of the Jaja Foundation.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes to 9 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 5:45 a.m. in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
The following are the nominees for the RGR Glina Sports Foundation Sportsman of the Year 2023. Tajay Gale, the silver medalist at the Diamond League final and bronze medalist at the World Championships in the long jump. Jaheel Hyde, the gold medalist in the 400-meter hurdles at the Pan American Games. Fraser McConnell, multiple winner of rallycross events in 2023. Hansel Parchment, the silver medalist in the 110-meter hurdles at the World Championships, gold medalist at the Diamond League final, and the fastest man for the event in 2023. Wayne Pinnock, the long jumper with the year's best jump of 8.54 meters and a silver medalist for the event at the World Championships.
Wherever you go, shine. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and our guest is Dr. Trevor Dixon, the founder of the Jaja Foundation. He is founder and CEO. And he was just about to talk with us about cost. Like anything, well, he was making the point that nothing is free. Nothing is free, and therefore they have to contend like the rest of us with inflation and related matters, right, Dr. Dixon? Hello? Sorry, lost the connection with Dr. Dixon. Let's try and reconnect as we continue with more here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. So we've been featuring the Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad Helping Jamaicans at Home, and the Jaja Foundation's Mission for Change for 2024, which we'll hear more about in just a moment. But the parish is to benefit from, well, they'll benefit indirectly as well as directly. But technically speaking, the parishes to benefit will be Kingston, St. Thomas, Trelawney, and Westmoreland. Right, so Dr. Dixon is back on the line. So I was helping you to pick up from where you left off, the fact that there is a thing called inflation, and not because yours is a charitable organization doesn't mean that you don't have to contend with the likes of inflation and other variables within the marketplace.
Right. We can't always rely on people to offer us free hotel rooms, free food, or it's just not really sustainable for us because we have to logistically plan where we have to be, and sometimes if we have to pay for where we want to be and transportation and all those things, we can't always get those things for free, and we shouldn't always expect to get them for free. So we just have to keep it moving and be efficient in what we do. So we're able to, as you mentioned, to visit more sites this year. We're going to St. Thomas for the first time this year. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy to say that we will be collaborating with OID, Dr. Roy Street, the organization.
As the organization, right, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so we will be collaborating in St. Thomas with Dr. Roy Street on his mission. Because we realize that one organization is not going to be able to solve all the problems in Jamaica. So the better we can work together, the better we can get more done. As you know, Angelina Christian, she does her thing out of the UK, and we work with her when we have to get projects done. And Paul Miles, as you know, he does great stuff in Jamaica, and Dr. Roy Street, and some more other organizations. But the more we can work together is everything, the happier we will be.
Oh yes, you used to sing that song at basic school too. The more we are together, 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 the more we are together, the happier we shall be. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so we adopted philosophy as far as getting things done in Jamaica. So we collaborate with different organizations. Obviously, we collaborate with also American Friends of Jamaica on the ultrasound project. We'll be in St. Thomas with Dr. Roy Street. Then we'll be back in Kingston doing St. Andrew Technical High School on Spanish Town Road. We'll be there for one day. And we'll continue to spread the love, so to speak, the Jada Foundation way now.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so the dates, you'll start on the 14th, is it? The 14th of January?
Yes, we arrive on the 14th. We actually hit the ground running on the 15th. We'll be in starting St. Thomas, and the ultrasound conference, as you know, will be going on simultaneously as the others will be in the field seeing the patients. And then and the middle of the week will be in Ultra Springs, Trelawney, a place that we started many years ago, but we've kind of we visited other sites and haven't been there for maybe 2-3 years. So we're going to Ultra Springs, Trelawney, in the middle of the island, pretty much near Albert Town, and we'll be seeing patients there. And then we swing to Westmoreland, and we'll be at Little London in near South Lamar over there. And we're also going to be in the Negril area. And as you know, that's another one of the projects that we started, the EMS program, where we're helping to subsidize or augment or help the fire brigades in the Negril Westmoreland area. Oftentimes they are without ambulances and without being able to see patients in an emergency. So we decided we were going to work in conjunction with the Negril Fire Brigade and assist them with an ambulance. But we're having a hard time clearing the ambulance. The ambulance, I spoke to you a couple of months ago, Dervan, about the ambulance.
Yes.
I've been in Jamaica since August 24th. And
so that needle still hasn't moved, has it?
Hasn't moved. Apparently the proposal for us to be able to bring that ambulance without that heavy cost is still sitting on the Ministry of Finance's desk. And he has not made a decision as to whether we warrant a discount to have this ambulance that's going to be serving the public. He hasn't made a decision yet, so we're still very hopeful. Yeah, we're trying to keep hope alive.
Yes.
We're not trying to agitate the system, but we think we deserve a concession on bringing a public ambulance. This is not a private venture. It's a public-private venture in the sense that a private organization, such as the Jada Foundation, non-governmental organization, is trying to help the system, but we are not here to make a profit. So we think we deserve the same concession as anyone who would be doing something for charity. We shouldn't be paying $20,000 to bring that ambulance in the island, and we are steadfast on our beliefs. So we're hopefully that the government can see what we're doing. They can share the vision that we're sharing and help us make a better Jamaica. Because we have about not just one ambulance, we want to bring 5, 6, 7 ambulances into Jamaica so that we can help to take this pressure off these different towns that don't have an emergency service. We should make some people get a backup taxi and pickup truck in 2023, 2024. So we believe that, and we have a vision for a better Jamaica, and hopefully we can get this ambulance cleared. It's going to be coming up to 6 months if it's sitting there, unable to save lives. And so many more lives could be saved if the ambulance was on the road running, help us to bring people to the hospital in a timely manner, in a safe manner.
Well, if there's anyone listening who would like to come on board to support this initiative to help to clear the ambulance, which has been on the port for about 6 months, going 6 months now. If you are listening to us and you feel compelled to make a contribution to ensure, well, since the fees are not being waived, if there's anyone who's able to help, please, we appreciate that, and that should have a lasting impact on this society, knowing that a greater level of cooperation and collaboration formed part of the coming into being, the manifestation of EMT support, emergency medical.
Right.
Yes.
It will take us about 2 fundraisers to be able to raise that kind of money to clear the ambulance, and we just don't think it's reasonable to ask us to wait another year and a half to be able to have that kind of funding to clear the ambulance. So we're hoping anyone who's out there who they can help to come up with that cost, to help us cover that cost, we would appreciate it.
What was the total? Are you able to say the total cost for
it's
clear?
about $20,000. Initially, it was $28,000. They looked at it and said, perhaps it can come down to $20,000, but we still don't have that kind of money. It just takes it takes us too much fundraising, and we have other initiatives on the island that we're
That's what I was
to
about to say. You have other initiatives, and you have other mouths to feed, in a manner of speaking.
Right. So it's not really, it's not that we don't want to clear it, but we just can't. And, anyone who's out there who can help us with this initiative, we'd be more than happy to take that help. You can reach us at jajafoundation.org. Karen Shields, she's down in Jamaica. She is the
liaison.
Wind beneath my wings. Yeah. She's the one that figures out all the logistics and what we can and cannot do. So Karen Shields would be more than happy to take your help. You can reach her at Karen at jajafoundation.org. That's Karen with a K, Karen at jajafoundation.org. You can email her, and we can get this done. We have so much to do in Jamaica. We have such a clear vision, but we need the help of everyone. Don't think that your help is not needed. It doesn't have to be cash. It can be cash or kind. If you know someone who can help us, reach out to them and say, hey, this organization has been doing this for 17 years. Let's help them, get this done and make it better Jamaica. Not everyone can do the volunteering in the sense that go around the town and volunteer. And we understand that, but it's something that everyone can do. Even a kind word or a positive word towards the other foundation, explanation, anything you can do to help us, we really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for the work, the service that you continue to dispense as an organization of international repute, and one that continues to impact lives in Jamaica and the diaspora, while still having his day job, and that of being an emergency medicine physician at Jacobi Medical Center in the Bronx in New York. He still has work to do, but he takes time off to serve here in Jamaica. And we salute you for your continued love and support of the country of our birth, Jamaica, land we love. Thank you so much, Dr. Dixon. Over time, listeners, we're going to share with you the dates and the times and just a general sense of where the areas in Jamaica benefiting from the support of the Jaja Foundation. Oh, Dr. Dixon, go ahead, please.
Yeah. I just want to thank all our sponsors, our supporters throughout the years, those folks in New York and New Jersey, those organizations, restaurants, businesses, PT Just Jerk, and of course, People the Allied sites in Keene, New Jersey. All those businesses who support us, we want to thank them. We want to thank Power 106 in Jamaica for always highlighting the work that we do and allowing people to actually listen and call in and say, how can we help at the foundation? We get a lot of people who call often here to help us because they hear us on Power 106. I want to thank all our sponsors, our partners, and thank everyone who makes it happen. We couldn't do it without our volunteers and our sponsors and our supporters. Thank you all.
We couldn't do it without you and your team, Dr. Trevor Dixon. Well done. Be not weary in well doing.
Thank you.
All the best. Take care. Thanks to Celise Pinnock and Chandel Forbes for doing technical and production duties behind the scenes here in the studios of Power 106 FM. Thanks to all our guests. Thanks to you, our faithful listeners and viewers all over the globe for making it the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. All things being well, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online returns next Saturday. Till then, this is Dervan Malcolm wishing everybody a safe and peaceful weekend.
Thank you for joining the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online with Dervan Malcolm, only on Power 106 FM.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
9 o'clock.
Some stations lead, others follow, except no imitations. This